It wasn't recording. Anyway, so today's video is going to be about acceptance. So I'm going to start from the beginning. So for y'all that don't know, my parents struggled with substance abuse. So I had lived with my grandparents. So they would always tell me, like, I would always be sad. Like, say my dad said he was coming or whatever, like he was coming to see me at my grandparents' house and he didn't come, and I'd be like all sad. And they would just be like, you need to just accept that that's who they are and just be grateful that you have us. And it's just like, yeah, I understand being grateful. Like, I am grateful that I have guardians, legal guardians, parents, whatever. But it's like I was still yearning for that love from the people that made me, like my actual flesh. Like, I don't know. They was just like the only blood related people that I had. Because another thing I don't know is that my mom was adopted by my granddad. So me and my granddad are not blood related. I know a lot of people know about me and my granddad's relationship, really, really close knit. But he will always say, "Will blood make us any closer than we already are?" You know. So, but that's not even like really what I'm talking about. But it was just, I just wanted that connection with someone that actually made me, like my actual flesh, my actual blood. And then I will always be like, I'm about to go into a segue into another thing, but I will always, fuck with my self-esteem. And I'm like, damn, like if the people that maybe don't want me, then like who the fuck will want me? You know what I'm saying? I was getting bullied in school. I already told y'all about that. What else? But yeah, anyway, they were just trying to drill into my head, like, you just need to accept, like, them for who they are. Because I used to have such high hopes. I was like, oh, they'll probably go get help, and then I could live with them, and then da-da-da-da-da, and they just need some time to get themselves together. And it didn't really hit me until, I'm 24 right now, so what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago it hit me. Like, that's just who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't change that. I can't. And then you also can't help people that don't want to be helped. So, and then, like, I had a deep conversation with my mom, and, she was opening up about a bunch of stuff that she was going through. And then it kind of just, I thought somebody was about to come into my door. I need to give me a baseball bat, because somebody, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. But anyway, so yeah, it just took me a long time to accept that, because it's just like, I was always saying, like, why I wasn't good enough for them to just get help. You know what I'm saying? And then once I talked to my mom, and once I got older and stuff like that, it was just like, okay, it's other factors. It's not just because, like, it's not necessarily that they don't want you, or, whatever. It's just they don't have the means to take care of you, and they just having a hard time getting help, or they, can't accept the fact that they need help, or, that's just how they are. And it just took me so long to accept that. I didn't accept it until I was an adult. And I don't know, when it comes to accepting stuff, it hurts, because it's just like, you want to believe otherwise. You want to, be optimistic, and you want to, I don't know, just have high hopes, give people the benefit of the doubt, everything like that. But it's just like, at the end of the day, it comes a time where you have to really sit back with yourself, and you just be like, hey, this is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. I'll be like, sometimes my prayer's not getting heard, or this or that, or whatever. It's just like, once you accept it, I'm trying to see how I explain it. I feel like once you start to accept certain stuff, like, you can start healing. Because I would be angry, like, oh, my parents didn't want me, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got, I'm living in this house with my grandparents. I got everything I need, most of what I want. But it was just like, I was just having a hard time accepting that my parents was the way they were. And I feel like, as a kid, why not be hopeful? You know what I mean? Even when I was telling y'all about the psychiatric ward, I had to accept that I needed help. Like, I just had to accept it for myself. You know, yeah, people be like, oh, you need help. And I'm like, they don't know what they talking about. They think they better than me. Da-da-da. And then when I was in that psychiatric ward, it was like, yo, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a voice. I don't know if it was God. But it was like, you need to accept that you need help. I had a problem with accepting help from other people. You know what I mean? Because I was always like so strong-willed, and I'm like, oh, I got it. I don't need no help. I don't need nobody. Da-da-da-da. But that wasn't true. I did need help. I did need people. I did have issues that I needed to work through. But it was like, I don't know. It was like I was just lying to myself. Like I just thought all of that stuff was normal. Like I told you on the other video. When it comes to romantic relationships, because I'm just trying to give y'all 3 examples of like accepting stuff, and then I'm going to just basically talk about it at the end. So when it comes to romantic relationships, and I'm going to just, let me see what I'm going to use as an example. Because I don't want to sound negative on here, but I'm just trying to be realistic. That's just like, I'm trying to think. These people being loud. I don't want to use a cheating example. I want to use something else. I might have to use a cheating example because that's like the easiest one that come to my mind because I know that very well. But, all right, that's just like somebody they cheating on you, or they cheat on you once, and then y'all talk about it, you find out that you talk about it, and then they be like, all right, I'm not going to do it again. Then you find out they cheating again, and then like they just can't stop cheating. And it's like, now I have to accept the fact that you're a cheater. You're probably always going to cheat on me. And you have a problem within yourself. Somebody was just like saying ow or something. So that's why. These walls is thin as shit. So yeah, it's just like certain shit you just have to accept. Like, you know, maybe this person not for me. Or maybe they don't really like me like that. Or maybe they just lost interest. Or maybe they just got some internal issues. Or maybe, you know, whatever the case may be. So it's like once I just start accepting certain stuff, yeah, it hurts. But it's like I can see clearly now. Like I literally had to accept the fact that somebody I was dating and dealing with and in a relationship with basically didn't really love me. Like they loved me for what I could do for them. And once I sat down, and I'm still accepting it like right now. But once I really sat down with myself and I'm just like, look, I have to accept this because if I don't, I'm only hurting myself. Like once you start accepting shit, it's just like, all right, now let me work through these feelings right now, and then let's work on a solution for myself. Let me, you know, look at it from a different perspective, because I feel like once you start having high hopes and expectations for people, that's when you start getting let down, because people are not living for your expectations of them. They're living for them. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like I'm all over the place with this video. Maybe because I'm not in my car, I'm not focused, but I don't even know like how to explain it. It's just like you just gotta, I don't know. It's like once you stop living, and I'm just saying, like, this is how I talk to myself. Once you stop living in La La Land and you really start to piece things together and stuff start making sense for you and you're being realistic with yourself, that's when shit gets easier. That's when shit makes more sense, and, you know, all of those different type of things. But when you steady, when there's shit in front of your face, when there's literally shit in front of your face and you keep negating it, or, you know, whatever, like just not worrying about it, and like, oh, this, you know, that's not what this means. It comes to a point in time where you know within yourself, this is what the fuck it is, this is what the fuck is going to be, and this is how it's been. So now I have to work on moving forward with my life and not holding that grudge and not letting that hold me captive in my own head to where it's like I'm angry at everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm expecting all this shit from people and they letting me down and all of this different type of shit. So, like I said, once you start accepting shit, that's when you can start healing and working on yourself, because I'm literally living proof. Like, I had to accept the fact that I needed help, mental help. And if I wasn't in that psychiatric ward, I wouldn't be making this video today. Either I would have died, or I don't know. I don't know what would have happened to me. I don't know. Like, I really don't. But I just know I wouldn't be making this video today because I wouldn't be thinking as clearly as I am now. So yeah, I know I didn't really give much advice, but I was just saying, like, accepting that shit is not easy, because you really gotta sit there and be real with yourself. And sometimes it just feels better to be optimistic. And I'm excuse me. And I'm not saying it's like for everything. You know, like I'm saying, like, if it's a pattern with shit and it just keep happening, now it's like, all right, now it's time for me to be real with myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, but with that comes discernment. So if you feel like something is worth that extra little push to where you could just hold on to that little bit of hope and faith, you do that. But if it's a pattern and the shit just keep happening and it's like it's not getting better, it's stagnant, I don't know. I just feel like you have to use your own discernment when it comes to that. But that's something that I lacked, something that I'm still working on, is discernment. And I'm learning how to accept more things and just taking life for what it is. But also being optimistic within myself that things do get better. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to leave y'all with that. I don't know if I'm going to post this video, but I hope you guys had a great day. So, yeah, I love you guys. If y'all have any more topics for me to talk about, just let me know. And, yeah.